It's Claudia from Handstopaws at the Heart Oasis with Natalia on day training lesson 7. However, it would be week 4. So 2 times a week. And we're going to have a special Memorial Day training that will be taking the dogs out to a local place and to see, well, one at a time. And we're going to do this a little backwards because we have two male, one recently neutered. He's not 10 months yet, right? He's 9 months. Old English sheepdog that's getting integrated in a pack with another male neutered Old English sheepdog and a female who's wonderful. Her name's Teddy. She's just wonderful. She's mama. Old English sheepdog. And we want to integrate the young teenager who's never really seen a bad day in his life. He lost his family due to the family member, the dad passing. Right? I know. And then is reintegrated with a family that he's known, but he never really saw a bad day in his life. We've started on a training series with Natalia, talking about perfect scenario when taking a puppy for developmental and good leadership. So good dog language, good development. Nobody's judging anybody. Good dog language. So as these get put together, don't get frustrated. These are live and living color. Each one is getting tape recorded so we can make it I need a word. We're going to concurrent. That's the word I'm looking for. So it is concurrent. So it all makes sense to you. In the meantime, if you're watching it live, you are literally getting a master class in training. Natalia is a military trainer with qualifications that I've stated every single time that are not short of, but include bomb dogs, jumping out of airplanes with dogs, FT, which I can't say on YouTube. We have to be careful. Dogs. And her favorite is bomb dogs. So she's going to pick up on that series. Then I might have to mute you when we go in the house with Teddy, where we're integrating the young one in a kennel with the older OES. All right. So I'm going to flip over to Natalia. Oh, wait. Jesus, I got to turn this. Okay. So we're at 12 weeks and supervised puppy play.
Supervised puppy play. So yes, I was just actually discussing with my client today. The current dog that they have adopted had no kennel training. So no crate training at all. So we've been working on that, which is difficult when you have a 100-pound dog. Sometimes you have to get in the kennel with them to prove that it's okay in there because they don't like to go. But yes, supervision is really important. And another thing that's really important at 12 weeks is a lot of people seem to think that, oh, I've been potty training my dog since I got it at 8 weeks, which, like I said, again, you shouldn't get it at 8 weeks. But if you do, you cannot potty train a dog at 8 weeks. It cannot retain the information. Dogs can actually not retain and learn information until 12 weeks. Another reason why you should not bring a dog home till 12 weeks, because you can potty train it at 8 weeks, but until 12 weeks hits, it's not going to actually register in their brain and it's not going to work. So I know there's a lot of smart dogs out there and all these things, but like I said, the stages of development are extremely important. Supervising your dog, making sure they're crate trained, making sure you're supervising playtime, making sure nobody gets hurt, and also socializing your dog, not overstimulating them, taking them to big crowds and things, but taking them to PetSmart. Taking them to Home Depot is another one that allows dogs. Getting them around people, getting them around other dogs, and teaching them how to interact in public situations. It's another very, very important training at 12 weeks. Because if you wait too long to take them to places like that, then they are going to act out. They're going to be aggressive towards other dogs and not know their situational awareness. So we are actually going to take Elijah, and he's going to start socializing on Sunday, and he's going to get a little outing He's a little bit more grown, so his first outing is going to be a little bit different because he has been around some people, but not really in big situations. So we're going to start slowly integrating him with people in public. So that's what we're working on this week. We also worked with Elijah. We did heel, we did sit, and we did lay down. We're going to be working on stays. We're going to go ahead and get a dog bed, a raised dog bed that I'm going to put out, and I'm going to start teaching him how to stay on that so that he knows. And we start with 30 seconds. We do that for a while. Then we go up to a minute. And every time we're praising him, he's not a food dog. He's not a motivated by toy dog. So he's very motivated by love. So anytime he does good, I get ecstatic. I let him know what a good dog he is. I'm excited that he's doing good. He's excited that he's doing good. Therefore, he wants to please me. He wants to please his owner. He wants to please his trainer. So therefore, you give big loves, you get big attention, and he wants to please you more. Therefore, it makes the training session a lot easier. So we will be going into that on Monday, hopefully. I'm going to order a dog bed, and hopefully we can bring one out. If not, we're going to go ahead and just use a regular puffy bed, and we can start on that. But like I said, when you're doing it outside, I prefer the raised bed. It's a little more comfortable for the dog. We're also working on laying down. He is very good about that one-on-one, but once another dog is integrated in the situation, he's very distracted. So we're working on him laying down and being comfortable with another dog in the area. So that's something we touched on a little bit today, but we will definitely be touching on that more on Monday. So that's kind of the 12-week lesson and the lesson to give when you're starting to integrate a dog and teach them different things. It's crazy how much their brain takes in, but you don't want to overdo it. We do 15-minute sessions at a time, then we give them a 15-minute break. It's super important that you're giving them these breaks because they're just like a human and they get overwhelmed as well. So it's my lesson for the week.
Full masterclass, guys. You're getting it from the best for free. And we're going to put them together. We're going to walk in the house with the OESs. So critical mass. If you have a 12-week-old puppy, if you have an 8-week-old puppy, the body shuts down. Puppies need naps. They need supervision. They have no way of pulling their levels down. At 12 weeks, the brain kicks in. Learning really is like a 7-year-old child. It's kind of like the age of reason, right? So that the brain can kick in. Supervised play. That's when things like drop it and leave it, because everything like a child is going to go in a puppy's mouth. And you're watching live 2 Old English sheepdogs become integrated in a household. So that's Teddy. Any more commentary? And what Teddy is saying is I have those 2 young men and they need to behave. I'm the lead dog. And believe me, she is. So we would call this a little OCD barking. Tell them what? And what did they do next? I know. All right, we're going to walk you in. And Elijah is in a kennel. He's not happy about it. These dogs have the privilege of being groomed at Handstopaws. So they have, this is where grooming is so important. They already have the privilege of having hands all over, knowing invasive body procedures, of having really strong leadership and control. And so we know Elijah can stay in a crate and be super well at a grooming salon. However, in his own household, all he does is bark. He wants to be a part of. This is brand new. So one scenario does not carry over to the other. We're going to call this desensitization. That's what we're going to call it, okay? It's a critical training word. And I did learn, guys, how to flip my camera, but it is steps. So let me see if I can do the steps. Ha, got it. Okay. So now I can follow it. So now you'll just hear my commentary. Oops. But I can flip my camera. So it took a minute to learn that on StreamYard. I'm streaming off of StreamYard. off of 3 platforms. Handstopaws, we're the home of groom style swag. You're looking at Jazzy and Natalia right now because I have a flip camera. I'll be going live from Handstopaws when I get there. We want to make sure that we get the dogs in these videos so we're not just talking to you, so you actually see these are large dogs. One's a teenager. Natalia's talking to you about stages of development and brain development. Okay. That has to do with good leadership. Good leadership. You know, the alpha in any pack is not the jerk. Okay. The alpha in any pack is not the most aggressive guy in the group. The alpha in the pack is the calm one, walking like they were walking underwater, just in charge of the whole scenario. Discipline is quick, it's swift, and it's instantaneously forgiven. Dogs teach us lessons in forgiveness. So, and that is Jazzy. Jazzy is 3. He's been being groomed at Handstopaws since he was a puppy. He is doing exceptional heels. He has all the self-control. He just doesn't have all the knowledge. So all he has to do is apply knowledge to self-control, which he's doing fantastic with. Yep. And when we go in, guys, it's going to get loud. So I don't know if I can figure out the camera and how to mute. Let me see if I, nope. I hope that's doing that. All right. Got you back. Got you back. Got confused. And I can mute. So if it gets super loud in there, you're going to get visual and not audio, okay? There's nothing wrong with your phone. It's just that Elijah, the teenager, is barking super loud. And it is Claudia of Handstopaws. Natalia, what's the name of your company?
Canine And on Monday, you guys will get a special treat because I'm going to bring my bomb dog out.
So you are?
See some bomb dog stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that's super exciting. We'll make sure to get all that on film. So say the name of your company because I'm not good about putting things in the things.
It's Canine and that's the company I work for. That's who I travel for. That's who I do my military and government contracts for.
Okay, beautiful. And then I keep forgetting to tell you this. On social media, they block certain words like SA, ST, the R word, anything. They like have these algorithms that they'll not. So I was looking at the YouTube and I was seeing some of the things didn't get. Do you know what I mean? Is not. I mean, YouTube's so new, but a lot of the things didn't get put out. And I went, why would that happen? And I realized the subject matter that we've been speaking about, we were just using all the words. We were all using all the key algorithm flag words. So we'll talk about that. I follow I follow LawTube on YouTube. I don't know if you follow LawTube. Oh my God, they're great. They're great.
So do they give other words that you can use?
Yeah, and they're all lawyers and they're literally following cases. They don't ever give free advice, but you're listening to lawyers give their commentary on things all the time, including what they can and can't say, and what, you know, and then all the YouTubers like kind of clue everybody in on don't say that.
I'm not good at buzzwords.
Yeah. So I forgot all about the buzzwords too.
All right, well, let's go inside and go see how Mr. Elijah is doing in his kennel, which he does not like, but he will learn to.
He will learn to love it. He'll love to be with his pack and not segregated, and he doesn't want to get beat up. I'm going to show you Teddy coming in. This is the senior. She is the leader of the pack. There isn't a male dog in the wild that doesn't bow to any of the females in the pack. Don't ever be confused that an alpha is some kind of lunatic. Okay? That's not the guy in charge. You have to be safe. Oh my God, it's so delicious in here.
I know it smells so good.
Oh my God. So there's Elijah. That is an appropriate crate. He can turn around. He can stand up. He can lay down. You never want to vary kennel because they cannot see their environment and you do not have full access to correcting them.
And the reason why he has a leash on him is because we're working on going in and out of the kennel, and sometimes you have to use a leash for that. But when you leave him in his crate, you do not leave the leash on him. We are just doing this because we are taking him in and out every 5 minutes so that he gets used to going in the kennel without having to force it. He's going to learn to like it. Hi, Mama Dog.
Never unattended. Leash in kennel, never unattended. Called supervision. Supervised play with puppies. Supervision. Okay, so we want him to go up and correct him. So all right, let me show you a couple things. Saliva is a little stress. Okay, so I just want you to be aware he's having a little stress. He's doing this. Jazz corrected him a minute ago for doing it, and he listened immediately. Okay, he's going to find out that he gets to be with his full pack if he can behave like a good boy. Hi, good boy. In this kennel, he's doing great. So I'm going to say, and Natalia's working on this, because this puppy was so catered to, not abused, catered to, not abused, spoiled, catered to. He's going to do fantastic being with his family. However, he does have a little separation anxiety. If we were all to leave, he would start doing this stress act. Can you see? He stopped drooling. Everybody's coming around. And his stress went away. But if we all left, which we would not do with a leash on in the cage, disclaimer, no leashes in kennels unattended. This is for training purposes and training purposes only. He would start barking. Okay, that would be separation anxiety. I didn't have to mute it at all. So this is Elijah. Confuse you guys. This is Teddy. And that's Jazzy. Ready? Do it again. That's Teddy. That's Jazzy. And that's Elijah. And that's Jazzy. I said his name, so he came right to me. And that's Elijah. See how good he's doing? What a good boy, Elijah. What a good boy. What a good boy. And there's Teddy. Teddy has a little bit of an OCD bark. She does use her self-control. It takes her a minute to gain it. And if she gets a little too stimulated, it's very hard for her to control it. Barking is self-stimulating. It's self-rewarding. It can be a very hard behavior to break because it feels good, guys. It feels good. Little heart Oasis. Look how good he's doing. Look how good. I'll show you again. Saliva is a little sign of stress. That is when we were out, not being in. Okay, he's going to want to be with his pack. It gives an opportunity for them to have some male battles, two male dogs to get integrated without having a chaotic situation. Does that make sense, guys? Why have chaos if you don't need chaos? This is also a key spot in the house. That's Jazzy and Teddy. And that's Elijah. It's a key spot in the house because this, where Natalia is where the leader of the pack sits. Okay? So this has been picked on purpose. That is where the leader of the pack sits. This is where all the attention happens. In good leadership, there has to be a hierarchy in the family. It's the way their brain works, guys. It's the way good leadership works. And you have to be safe, okay? The leader better know what he's doing or the pack isn't safe and somebody else is going to have to dominate. Okay, that's Elijah, your teenager. This is Jazzy, your 3-year-old. And that is Teddy. How old's Teddy? 10? 10. Teddy bear. Okay, that's Teddy. This is Jazzy. All these dogs, all these gorgeous, beautiful, well-maintained dogs are groomed at Handstopaws. They learn all basic handling at Handstopaws. What is that? Invasive procedures. What are invasive procedures? Brushing, ears, eyes, nails, all the things, blow drying.
To make a groomer's life easier and a handler's life easier, when you get your puppy, you play with their paws, you hold them, you pet them, you get it where they get used to a person touching their paws. One of the most irritating things is trying to cut a dog's nails when they're pulling like this. So when I first get a dog, what I do is I pet them all over, I touch them all over, I let them know it's all okay. I go down the leg, I touch the paw, I touch it between the toes. I let them know it's okay, and it makes your groomer's life a lot easier. And me as a handler, it makes my life easier when I need to clip nails when I'm out in the field with my dog.
In between the toes was key there, not just the top of the pad. In between the toes. They have little webbing in there. Push in that webbing. Push that nail bout. Hold on for a second. As soon as the baby stops having any resistance, let go. Tell them how good they are in a silly voice.
What a good boy. What a good boy. What a handsome boy. If you can't have a goofy voice and you can't be excited for your dog's not going to be excited for you.
They did a great thing. We're going to talk a lot about baby steps. Baby steps. So this was a super, super successful training session. Super, super successful. Let's do it again. There's Susie and Teddy. Okay, they're the real leaders of the pack. I'm sorry to tell you, Jerry. That's the real leaders of the pack. Those women over there. We have Jazzy and Natalia. And then we have, oh, baby Elijah. He's on the bottom of the pack, learning where his place is in the household, which is not the dominant dog. Poor Elijah. You're the baby. All right. Yes, Handstopaws is a big dog salon. Yes, a dog like this could potentially be at the salon. Are you ready, guys? 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours. Why, you ask? This coat is in a haircut and they're maintained. These dogs are in the salon one a month. So they'll get a bath. They have no knots. They'll get their coat cut out. They'll get one bath, maybe 2 baths, maybe 3 baths, depending on how dirty, grimy, living their best life they were. Then they're going to get their coat blow dried. You know how long it takes to blow dry that coat? You know how long that takes? Okay, that's why grooming is such good training. Stylizing is such good training. The hour with a well-behaved. Are you well-behaved for getting blow dried? I was, but not when I was a teenager, and not when I was a puppy. Now I look like a pro. And then a full haircut, and then a full haircut. Such skills, guys. Such skills. Don't rush the beauty of the salon experience. It's okay. You will survive without your baby. It will come out perfect. If it's rushed, you're going to get a rushed job. You're not going to get the results. You're not going to get that beautiful skincare. You're not going to get that beautiful brushed out coat. I recently had a really good customer with a beautiful coat go, and the stylist left shampoo in them, destroyed their coat. Okay? Vet your stylist, vet your trainer.
Absolutely.
All right, I've got to go to the salon. Make sure you tune back in. Oh, you don't want to see. You want to see the dogs.
Got a nose that can smell a 2-day trail. He's a 4 track.
Girl Sky's proud of me. She showed me the mirror thing yesterday. I told her I'd try it today. Damn, baby, did it. I'm going to Handstopaws. Who's following me? Going over to Handstopaws. got to give up the old English sheepdogs right now. See you there.